Hello, friends, and welcome to this series where we are discussing various French topics for the preparation of TEF Canada exam. Today is when we really take off as a program, as a course, because today we're going to discuss some very important French verbs, their patterns, and how they are related with the prepositions, right? Because that also determines how you use your pronouns. For example, direct pronouns, direct object pronouns, indirect object pronouns, stuff like that. So, welcome aboard. We're going to put our feet onto the pedal now, and it's going to be very, very exhilarating, very, very enjoyable ride from here onwards. Bienvenue. The most important verb obviously is être, which means to be in English. So in English is like I am, you are, he is, we are, you all are, and they are. These are the conjugations of to be in English: am, are, is, are, right? Can you tell me what is this? I, you, he, or he or she, basically.
Subjects.
Yeah, so these are called as subject pronouns. If you want to know the term, it's called as subject pronouns. So basically, pronoun is something which replaces noun. So in this case, these pronouns are replacing subjects. For example, Anais, and this is a name in France, Anais is brilliant, right? Here the subject is Anais. So subject pronoun will replace the subject. So we'll say she is brilliant, right? So that's why these are called as subject pronouns. I, you, he, we, you, all, they. In France or in French, the subject pronouns are je for I, then tu for you, il, elle for he, she, nous for we, vous is for you all, and il, elle for they. And then they has two. They can be plural, like they can be masculine and they can be feminine, right? So that's why two they. This is he, this is she, this is I, this is you. You got this subject pronouns in French?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
Now, for all the six, or rather, you would say eight subject pronouns, every verb will be conjugated for every tense. Okay? Just like in English, like I am is present tense, I was past tense, I will be future tense. So conjugations are different. So each verb will be conjugated for each tense for all of these subject pronouns. So we are going to start today, obviously, with simple present tense. And so conjugations for être, which is to be, are je suis, tu es, il, elle. For both those, the conjugation is same. A, again A, pronunciation is same. Nous sommes, vous êtes, and il, elle, S is silent, il, elle, sont. Okay, so I'm just gonna give something here. Because S is between two vowels, it's gonna be connection. Okay, because it's S is followed by a vowel, so they are gonna be connected, liaison. So it will be vous êtes. Okay, je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. So these are two consonants. So we make a liaison when two words are pronounced back to back, but the second word starts with a vowel and first ends in a consonant. Then we do liaison. But here, this starts with S, so we don't join. So we say, so we continue to skip S. So we say elles sont, ils sont. Okay. Whereas here, the second word starts with a vowel, so we do, and this we do a liaison and we say vous êtes. Again, we don't say vous êtes because S is between two vowels after liaison, so it is vous êtes. Nous sommes, because again no liaison, so nous sommes, again we don't pronounce S. Nous sommes. Il est, no ST. Tu es, no S. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est. Nous sommes, vous êtes. Ils sont, elles sont. I am. Opal, this means?
You are.
Rohit, this too means?
He, she is.
He is or she is. Riyaz, this means?
We are.
Rohit, this means?
You are.
So basically, just to clarify here, to differentiation between these two, you say you all are. Because this is the plural side and this is the singular side. Okay? So we say...
Well, who is kind of the respectful you as well, right? It's not necessarily you all.
Yes, that is the second use. But primary use is second person plural. Second person plural is the primary use. And that also, I was going to come to that. You also use this to become, to give respect. Okay? But the primary usage is second person plural. So I would say, remember it as you all are. You all are. Okay? And Opal again, what's this?
They are.
Yeah, they are, both are they are, but this is male group of people, they are, this is female group of people, they are. Okay? Alright, now that you understand that, yeah, Rohit talked about this, so I didn't want to touch upon it right now, so generally in English, we say this is first person singular, okay? This is second person singular. This is third person singular. You're talking about third person. Second person, first person. First person plural, second person plural, and third person plural. But this is also used, was it, to give respect, even if you're talking to only one person, right? So that is called as vous voyez. That terminology is called as vous voyez and tutoyer. So these are verbs again, like etre, is I am wooing with you. That's a worst way of saying that. Okay. Je vais vous voyer avec vous. So when you meet somebody for the first time, right, irrespective of the age, you always start addressing that person with vous. Unless you become familiar and then you can ask them, can I tutoyer? And then they say yes, and then you can start addressing them with tu in this case. But we'll come to that. So right now, just let's not get overburdened with that. Let's go back.
Like aap, right? In Hindi we say aap, nahi to aapan. Okay.
Correct, exactly the same. Aap kaise hai? Or we also use aap for aap log kaise hai? है ना? मतलब we also use aap for second person plural. Exactly the same thing. Alright. So that was être, to be. Some of the usages of être is to state nationality, like this. Elle est American. She's American. Or vous êtes Brazilian? Are you Brazilian? So that's a question actually. Usage. Okay. One is nationality. Second is profession. Third is location. Fourth is emotion. Emotional state, I would say. Okay. Physical state. Characteristics. Okay. Let me give you one example of each and then it will become more clear to you. So, nationality. For example, Rohit, can you tell me, like, you are Indian? Like, I am Indian?
Just say India.
Okay. So, we learned this word, remember, in our patterns? Just we, Andia. So, I'm going to just tell you my profession. Je suis programmer. Okay. One difference you might have noticed that in English we say I am a programmer. You add a indefinite article. I am a lawyer or I am an artist. So you add a or an. So in French you don't add the indefinite article before the profession. So it's a tendency when people learn French that they try to translate from English to French, and you might be tempted to say je suis un programmeur, but never use indefinite article. Okay? No, that's not the way it is said in French, and same is in Spanish. Also, the profession vocabulary will have different terms for masculine and feminine. For example, je suis vendeur. Okay, means I'm a shopkeeper, and you can also say je suis vendeuse. So depends on the gender of the person, gender of the subject. They will use either vendeur or vendors. I'm not sure if programmer has a feminine equivalent. I think it's still programmer, but I'll need to check on that. But most of the professions will have two. For example, je suis directeur and je suis directrice, as we learned. Okay, is to give you a list of professions. So let me make a note of it. The next usage of être is location. For example, where are you right now? Je suis à la maison. So generally, this we use a preposition. In this case, we are using preposition à, which is at. I'm at the house. Je suis à la maison. So again, you use être to tell the location. Or you could say, Rohit could say, je suis à Londres, which is I'm in London.
There is an S at the end.
There's a S at the end of
Yes.
Londres? Yeah. But that's not pronounced, right?
Yeah, it's not pronounced.
Yeah. I'm telling you, okay? I was not asking. The rest of us, then we can say, nous sommes à Pune. Alright. Emotional state. For example, je suis content. Je suis contente. You are female, so content. If it was Riaz, which I hope he's happy, he doesn't sound happy, but je suis content. So in that case, you will not add the E, last O, and then you will not pronounce T. So it will be je suis content. Okay. So yeah, you would say content or heureuse. But seriously, you're not happy. Say something sad. Say sad. Come on. Be honest. So you could say, if you're sad, you could say triste. Triste. Okay. Physical state. For example, je suis, very common, fatigué. Je suis fatigué. Okay, which is I'm tired. Characteristics, for example, okay, no, somebody might get angry. Okay, Kaustubh est égoïste, which means selfish. Yeah. So see all these examples: nationality, profession, location, emotional state, physical state, characteristic. It could be Rohit est intelligent, or Opal est intelligente, Riaz est riche. He's rich. So rich. Okay. These are the usages of être. It's just to be. Être is to be.